In previous video, we talked about uh, how machine learning is existing everywhere, like from your inbox to the streaming recommendations. Today, we will like slow down the things and ask a fundamental question to ourselves that what is machine learning? So, what is machine learning? We are going to address that in this video. Let me take a red color to highlight. So, first of all, what exactly is machine learning? At its core, machine learning is all about writing programs that don't just follow fixed instructions. Like, instead, they adapt and improve using data. So, I can write the definitions here. ML is something where you are not hard coding any rule, not uh, hard coding every rule. Instead, machines learn from examples. Okay. So, as I mentioned, as at its core, ML is not about writing the programs that follow some fixed instructions or rules. Instead, they adapt and improve using data. So, machine learning is a process of building the computer programs that can improve at a task through experience. That is the basic idea behind ML. So this means instead of just coding every rule, we give the system the data and the machine figures out the rules on its own. And those rules are helpful to further do any kind of decisions or predictions. Basically, we will be covering two definitions in this what is machine learning concept. We have two different definitions. One is known as the classic definition. The other one is known as the engineering definition. Classic definition was given by Arthur Samuel. He said that ML is the study of how to make computers learn from experience without being manually programmed. I think I have pretty much explained this definition beforehand only. So he's saying this same thing here. The second definition, in which we will be learning more about the terminologies related to ML, is the engineering definition given by Tom Michel. So he said a program learns from experience E for a task T and a performance measure P if it gets better at the task T over the time based on the experience E. So, what does this means? So, experience, what is experience here? Let's break down this thing further below. So, E is the experience, as I have told. Experience is based on the data which is used to learn the task which we are trying to make the machine learn. And T is what the model tries to do. And P is the performance metric which is used to decide how well it does the task. So, once again, we are going to repeat E is the experience here. So, experience means what kind of data we are providing the machine, which machine is trying to learn. T is the task here. Task means what the model tries to do, actually, what the machine will try to do after learning that data. And P is the performance here. Performance means uh, how well the machine is performing. Let's suppose we take the example of the task of spam emails. We want to identify, the task is identify spam emails. So, what is the experience here? Past emails, past emails labeled, in which they are labeled already, with, which is spam or not spam. So, that is the data. Performance is the percentage of correct predictions, and or you can also call it as accuracy. How many emails the ML model was correctly able to identify as spam or not spam. So all these are the key terms which are used in Tom Michel's definition. I'm going to read the definition once again. So, a program learns from experience E. Experience E is the data, like the mails identified as spam or not spam, for a task where we are trying to identify the new emails as spam or not spam. And the performance of measure is P, what is the accuracy, how many are correctly classified. If it gets better at T over time, if we are going to provide more examples, it is going to get better at the doing its task based on how much better data we are providing. If the data is accurate, our performance will gradually improve over the time. So, some of the key terms which I have written here, what is a training set? Training set is the data which the system uses to learn. The data the system uses to learn. What is a training instance? Training instance is a single example out of the whole training set. A single example in the training set is known as a training instance. And what about a model? A model is a system that makes the predictions. We will be learning more about models in the coming lectures. What is task T? Task T is the goal, what the model is trying to like do after doing that learning. And what is E here? E is the experience, the data, the examples which we are providing to the model to improve its performance. And P is how well it performs. You can use some matrices. I'm just giving you the example of the basic metric, that is accuracy. Okay, the task and the experience I have already explained. Okay, one more important key point here is that data alone is not sufficient for learning. Simply collecting more data, like is not ML. If you are thinking like you are going to download more data, provide more data, it is not ML. The system must improve performance based on that data. That data should be useful enough. The system must improve performance based on that data which we have provided. So these are the main key points which I wanted to highlight. I think I have covered pretty much everything. Mm. Let's go back and see what is machine learning. I have given you the definitions. I have explained the terms like experience, performance, task, and some other ML models. And I have explained that data alone is not sufficient enough for better learning. We need to make sure that system is improving its performance. So that's all. We will cover furthermore in the coming lectures.